Witch Trials Weekly, Video 33, August the 26th to September the 1st, 1692, The Devil's Snare of False Confessions.
On August 27th, Martha Sprague, Rose Foster, and Mary Warren said that they were being afflicted by John Jackson Sr. In court, he said, "I desire to cry to God to keep both me and mine from this sin. I never did it since the day I was born." He did not want to look at the afflicted directly, thinking that they were not in their right minds. Mary Warren suddenly fell as if struck, and a cloud-like form drifted from her headcloth. Onlookers must have thought that this was something spectral. John Jackson Jr. was examined next. He said he had been bewitched by Elizabeth Howe 4 years earlier, but neither the devil nor Elizabeth had taken him to be rebaptized. The accused shouted that his father's specter stood next to him, urging him not to confess, at which point John Jr. broke down, saying that his father had bewitched him. John Howard was also examined this day, and all three men were held for trial in the Ipswich jail, where they were fitted for fetters, which were manacles and chains worn around the ankles. The drought that had persisted all summer continued, and the people asked God for forgiveness. Girls in Andover, Lynn, and Reading continued to be tormented, and the household of Sarah Cole's brother and sister-in-law continued to be plagued supposedly by her specter. On August 29th, William Barker Sr. and his nieces Mary Barker and Mary Marston were all brought to Salem for examination. Mary Barker confessed that she had given herself body and soul to the devil, and said that she now felt lost from God and all people. Mary Marston denied hurting the girls directly, but said that she had given the devil permission to go about and hurt them in her shape. She changed her story 3 times, but as long as she was confessing, the magistrates really didn't seem to care. William Barker said that he joined the devil 3 years earlier, and explained that the devil had started replacing Christianity with devil worship in Salem because their community was already so divided. He said there were 307 witches total, and they were upset because the afflicted were exposing them. He said that the witches had hoped people would start to believe that the afflicted were the witches. However, he explained that they weren't. They were just innocent people doing good. He asked for their forgiveness, and they granted it. The next day, Elizabeth Johnson Sr. and her daughter Abigail were brought in for questioning. Abigail confessed, saying that she had probably fallen in with the devil when she was staying with her kinswoman Martha Carrier. Elizabeth Johnson was described by her father, Francis Stain, as weak, incapacious, and fearful. She confessed, saying she had been a witch sundry years. "Pray for me, for it is true. I have been long in this snare." They kept prodding her, trying to find out how many years she had been in alliance with the devil. She confessed, saying that she and her sister Abigail Faulkner Sr. had joined the devil about 25 years earlier. Abigail Faulkner was brought in for further questioning. She still denied being guilty, but admitted that she had a lot of anger towards her neighbors and the afflicted. The Andover women were all conscience-stricken by their false confessions. However, William Barker added to his. Rebecca Eames said that her son Daniel had been baptized by the devil in 5 Mill Pond. She said that she had committed adultery, and that is how the devil got to her. Whether or not she was an adulteress is unknown. It could have just been part of her false confession. Things were calmer in Salem Village now that the turmoil had moved to Andover. In Boxford, several girls said that witches had forced them to frolic with them all night until they thought they would die of exhaustion. Several examinations were conducted on September 1st. Samuel Wardwell, his wife Sarah, their daughter Mercy, and her daughter Sarah.
This video was produced with special permission from the author, Marilyn K. Roach, and publisher, Cooper Square Press. The Salem Witch Trials, a day-by-day chronicle of a community under siege, covers the years 1692 to 1697 in detail. It also touches briefly on important and relevant events before and after this time. We are proud to carry all of Miss Roach's books and publications in our museum store. To get a copy for your personal research and enjoyment, please visit www.salemwitchmuseum.com.